I get going without an intro.
Humans will ruin everything that's good. It includes the internet. Because at the current pace, the entirety of internet access is getting to go paywalled. You know, like, currently you don't really have to pay money to use the internet. Well, assuming the internet provider isn't offline or anything. Because you do actually have to pay for that. And that is like the best way to get many people to be able to use it. Because if you're poor, you can just hop on. If you're rich, you can still hop on. I mean, it is true you can't really buy much if you're poor, but you can still use the internet. It's useful and it's great. If you're rich, you can just buy whatever you want on it. But when it gets paywalled, everyone is gonna have to pay beforehand. That means the freedom you like of internet is basically gone. You're gonna have different companies making different rules, meaning you have to basically buy all the subscriptions to use the internet, even your simple Google search. Right now, the best-selling video game is Minecraft, or at least that's what a Google search told me. But one of the most popular games, you know, the really big ones, it's PUBG Mobile. It even makes a lot more money. Does anyone want to guess why? The paywall entry is the biggest problem, you know? You have to pay money to play it. You automatically become less likely to even try it. But PUBG Mobile, these freemium games, you can just download, get to playing. Of course, you're not gonna be the best as you're not spending money, but you can at least play it, get a taste of it. That is a strong case for why a low barrier to entry is very important. You say, why would those despicable creatures want me to watch ads for something? But again, you're not really going to pay for it anyway. Are you being stupid or something? But I guess it's more like being delusional. Cause if it is true what you're saying is actually what you're gonna do, and that you're willing to pay a monthly subscription for the service, well, YouTube Premium exists. I don't really see many of you buying it. But again, let's say you hate big corporate stuff. Nebula also exists. I'm pretty sure you have seen the ads of it. Content creators banding together, making their own social media, subscription-based. You know exactly what you're saying you want. No ads, no tracking, no spying on you. Just pure content. But you have to pay a monthly subscription for it. Pretty much none of you are doing it. And you're still gonna wonder why these companies are doing everything to make it free. You know, like, free in quotation marks, as in, yeah, you don't pay money for it, you pay with it everything else. And those everything else are the ones that you don't really care about. I mean, if you actually cared about it, wouldn't you be supporting people trying to do what you're saying you want? But nah. You're some sort of saint. These corporations are totally not also people. They're totally not the same humans as you. What, you really think they're some sort of demon spawned from hell? Are you really going to sit here and tell me you wouldn't do the exact same thing they are doing? Even though you're like lying to people already, doing everything you can to steal from them. Other stuff that you already know, you know better than me. Like, they're not some sort of hell spawn. They're born from the same people as you. They carry the same thoughts. They carry the same behavior. And we all know most of you would have done the same thing. As your only goal is to pay as little money as possible and get as much as possible. Which is why you are not willing to pay for it, even when it's not some big corporate giant. The only thing you want to do is steal. The argument is different. If, for example, you live in some third world country, you straight up can't afford it. But most of you people are how can I say it? Are very quite rich. You're already buying truckloads of things you don't need with money you don't have. Is it really that difficult to pay $10 a month? Or maybe, I don't know, not be an absolute jackass? Like, I know, there are people like Louis Rossmann that would actually do it until they get screwed over. And they stop paying the monthly subscription. Rightfully so. Like, what in the world do you mean only 3 days? It's a monthly subscription. Why only 3 days? 30 days would have made sense. I probably think it was some sort of typo in the coding or something. 'Cause it makes no sense. Like, why? Does it really make a difference if they're already paying you for a whole month? Don't you think they're gonna end up activating another month? The next month? Oh, yeah, there are some screw-ups like that. Very bad ones, very stupid ones, like nonsensical ones. But at the same time, he does say that he will reward the people he gets value from. But I think he kind of forgets that most people aren't like him. They're gonna get value from it. They're gonna like it. They're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna watch it over and over again. But they never want to pay a single dime for it, even when they have money. That's kind of the problem. They always forget. Most people are complete assholes when it comes to these things. But again, back to topic. Ad blockers are gonna be very bad because they're gonna make any platform that runs on ads financially unviable. Which means they're gonna have to force subscriptions, which means a lot of poor people are gonna lose their chance at increasing their income. Because now you basically are either rich enough to be able to afford information, data, science, stuff, or you're never gonna get out of it. You're never gonna get better. You'll live poor, you'll be born poor and also die poor. And guess who's gonna be hurt the most? All of you MFs that will never pay a dime for these things. I mean, if you're not gonna pay for it, good. I mean, don't use it. But at the same time, you wanna use it. But you also don't wanna see any ads. Yeah, I know it's a shitty experience. But nothing is free. Are you children or something? Nothing is free. Trying to force everything to be free will just end up taking it away from you and everyone else. You really think it's as easy as, hey, make it free and everything will be great? Yeah, no. That's not what is gonna happen. Because paywalls, barriers to entry matter. I'll use games as an example. Minecraft is very popular, right? It's a paid game that you have to pay for unless you're pirating it. Guess how many users it got? But now we move to a very popular game that is free to play. I know it's technically freemium and free to pay and stuff, but still. You can just download it and start playing. Guess how popular that game is? Well over 1 billion active players. And guess how much money it's making? Even GTA, is gonna have problems trying to keep up with something that's free to play. I do remember watching a video of Tiktok where he said, I'm paraphrasing, but if Ananta comes out and becomes an anime GTA that is free to play, it's gonna explode. Even GTA 6 numbers won't be that high, especially if it also runs on mobile, the largest gaming platform ever. As Asmongold said, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. So yeah, in the end, if you force these platforms of information to become paywalled, to have a high barrier of entry, you're gonna be screwing over everyone, including yourself, especially poor people. I'm not talking poor as you still have money you don't own to buy shit you don't need. Like tens of thousands of dollars a month of shit you don't need. I'm talking about people like who are actually poor. Like poor enough that they can barely afford to eat. You know, they might have had a chance to make their lives better because they have access to information at all times. Well, now they won't. And no, don't even think this was gonna hurt the massive giant corporations. They're gonna just dump it, move into a different project, and screw you over there. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're already addicted to all of it. I'll use parking as an example. Do you really think people are gonna take their cars out if they have to pay a fair rate for parking their car on the side of the street? No. It's the same deal. Only rich people will get to enjoy it. You know why? 'Cause they already got money that they can throw at problems. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe all these NPCs, let's say, are actually right. You freaking thieves. That isn't even the biggest problem right now. You know, like the Google lawsuit, the one where they say, hey, you're a monopoly. It's really not that people are just do not give a damn about any alternatives. You are definitely at fault for being the best option. You know? Like, I know, it's the free market. The best product is supposed to win. But no, you're not supposed to be the best product. Even though you're empowering everyone else, actively funding your competition, you're still somehow a monopoly. And you need to be abolished. And guess where it can go? Either some even bigger corporation will buy Chrome and control information, or B, will become owned by the governments, where each government will have its own separate internet from everywhere else, like China, where they have absolute control over everything. And guess who's gonna get screwed the most? The same people that go, nah, I hate big giant corporations, they're definitely bad. I know I will actively steal from people. I know I will actively not support anything that is what I'm telling everyone I want. You bet I'm gonna still complain about it, because that is what people do, and that is what I do. Because everyone that's doing the right thing is wrong. They're just I mean, there would be some solutions for these problems, but yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. It needs people to, well, stop being themselves, which is a tall order. So for everyone who doesn't already know, prepare, cause you're gonna lose it all. You know, your freedoms, your access to information, you're gonna become the new China. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't think this video is ever gonna get any views. So, Goodbye and see you later, I guess.